What's up, guys? Welcome to Jew Whiskey. I'm Jeff. This is a channel where I offer my thoughts and opinions on a specific whiskey. And if you stick around to the end, I'll be giving it a score as well. If that sounds interesting, hit subscribe down below. And with that out of the way, let's jump into our review. Today we're looking at the Dalwhinnie 15. Stick around. Okay, so it's Dalwhinnie 15 today. This is one that I've reviewed before, but it's been a really long time, like 2 or 3 years. And I have a friend who recently repurchased this. This is his bottle, and he tells me this bottle is better than a lot of his previous bottles. Now, obviously, I need to look at the bottle to confirm whether or not that's true, because unfortunately for my friend, he is neither famous nor important like I am. He does not have a YouTube channel, so his opinion doesn't matter. Now, this is a bottle that I've never had much feeling towards, if I'm being honest. When I last looked at it, I scored it an 82, and that sounds about right because I've had a few bottles of this over the years, and while it is a pleasant whiskey, it's always failed to impress. Like, when I think about Dalwhinnie 15, I think, all right, you're not bad enough to be bad, but you're also not good enough to be good. You're just kind of okay, you're whatever, you'll do. Fun little side note, those are the exact words my girlfriend said to me when I first asked her out. Basically, it's never something that I actively disliked, but in my mind, it's always been kind of like generic and decent, but not really impressive. But like I said, my friend says this bottle is more enjoyable than his previous ones. And I also have a patron who's very particular about what he drinks. He tends to prefer the fancy, expensive stuff. And he says this is one of his favorite budget-friendly staples. So yeah, might be worth revisiting. In terms of production, this is a Diageo product, so we don't know too much. Most websites, most blogs are going to tell you this is entirely bourbon matured. However, if you check Master of Malt, they'll tell you it's bourbon matured with a touch of Oloroso sherry in there. And I am inclined to believe them, but the fact is I just don't know. By the way, in case anyone's curious, here's what else Master of Malt has to say about Dalwhinnie 15. Dalwhinnie 15-year-old is a standout that has been Dalwhinning its way into our hearts for some time now. Who wrote that? I fucking love that. Who wrote that? Give them a raise. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else for you, so I guess that's our intro done. Let's see where I land on this in 2024. Is it a yay? Is it a nay? Is it a shrug of indifference? We don't know. This is all very exciting. Let's jump into our review. In the meantime, if you'll kindly leave a like down below, that would be greatly appreciated. When it comes to specs, this one gets the Diageo Classic, so it's 43%, it is colored, and it is chill filtered. So, the trifecta. So for presentation, I don't love it, I don't hate it. The way I've traditionally thought about this whiskey is pretty much how I feel about the presentation of this whiskey, in the sense that I think it's okay, it's kind of whatever. Now, is the quality of the whiskey itself affecting my perception of the bottle? I don't know, but I think that psychology is very fun. For looks, we'll give this 2.5 out of 5. Of course, no mention of color or chill filtration. We get 2 tasting notes here. It says that it's gentle and delicately smoky, and beyond that, there's pretty much nothing of interest on this bottle. However, in its defense, this is a great bottle if you really like average-looking bottles with minimal information. On the nose, this is floral, it's bright, it's spicy, it's clean and it's crisp, it's sweet and it's sour. I get pastries, I get fresh apples, apple pie, apple cider. There's also fresh pears, guava, white pepper, unsalted pistachios. Specific. We also get nutmeg, vanilla, honeycomb, honey nut Cheerios. There's some lemon zest in here, there's some ginger, and there's some gentle heather. It's nice. For the palate and finish, the arrival is light, it's watery. Right away, we get hit with some gentle florals. There's some heather in here. There's some neroli, a gentle nuttiness, kind of like pine nuts. There's also red apples. There's canned fruit. There's cereal. There's pastries in here. Honey, barley, lemon, birch, and oak. And let me tell you something. You have not lived until you've eaten a birch tree. Good flavors in this. Yeah, okay, so this tastes pretty much the same as I remember it, so if there's any change to my opinion or score, it's probably not the whiskey that's changed, or at least not much. Like, I'm pretty sure any of the amendments that I make to my opinion today will just come from me being a flagrantly feckless, fickle flip-flopper. By the way, side note, I hope you guys appreciate the effort that goes into these videos, because that took 754 takes. Flagrantly fickle, Anyway, has my opinion on this stuff changed? Yes, kind of, but it's not going to be like this big plot twist. This is not my new favorite whiskey, but I do have some thoughts, and generally speaking, this is going to be a more positive review than the last one. However, before I go any further, I do need to hit the button. Hey Diageo, instead of the low ABV, how about Hey B3% higher? Ugh. Alright, for the record, that was the buttons joke. I take no credit for that. I'm as disgusted as you are. Now, to its credit, this is not the worst offender when it comes to being too light at 43%. It does have a little bit of heft to it. It is a worm tub whiskey, but it's not substantial enough. Obviously, it would be better at 46. However, when it comes to flavors, yes, this stuff is on point. It's delicious, it's quality flavors, it's a quality distillate. Of course, it's a shame that it's not craft presented, but even as it is, this is just one of those quintessential Highland profiles. So if you're into those Highland profiles, if you like your Glencadams, your Glenmorangies, your Clyneliches, your Deanstons, this should work for you. This is a gentle, delicate whiskey. It's got honeys and florals. It's got a great character. Now, I don't know whether or not this is sherried or not, like I said, but I think it might be. But if it is, it's only the gentlest of touches here. It's not, like, there's no cask shenanigans. I think this is a very honest whiskey. I love the maltiness, the cereals, the honey, the barley, the honey nut Cheerios, those pine nuts. For me, this evokes a rustic farm at sunset in late summer. Oh God, is he about to get poetic? Yes, he is. Indulge me. So on this rustic farm, we have a little old grandma, and she's prepared a plate of pastries, nuts, and fresh fruit that she's placed on the windowsill. As it sits on said windowsill, a gentle breeze carries in wisps of the apple orchards and fields of barley outside. And as you stand in the kitchen, bathed in the warm light of the setting sun through the window, you look outside and you see one of those, like, spinny wooden farm windmill things. I think Superman had one at his farm when he was a kid. Pretty sure. Now, at this point, some of you might be thinking, you've lost the plot, Jeff. You're getting swept up in your own pretentious word vomit. This is supposed to allude to tasting notes, and now you're talking about windmills. Well, the spinny wooden windmill thing is made of oak. And oak is a tasting note in our whiskey. You idiot. Anyway, we're done with all that. I like this profile. I think it's bright, it's clean, it's pleasant, it's inoffensive. It's not gonna blow you away, or at least it doesn't blow me away, but I do think it's a solid whiskey. Yes, the ABV is a bit of a bummer, but really nice flavors. So yes, this one has grown on me. I think it's a great summer sipper. You know, if you get a sunny day, you go out on the porch, you drink it casually. This is as honest and pleasing of a Highland profile as you're gonna get. So my score here is 83. It would be higher if we had a better ABV, but as it stands, if you're a fan of Dalwhinnie, if you like your bright, clean Highland sippers, if you like your delicate whiskeys, your gentle whiskeys, this will work for you, so it's recommended. Now, before we jump into value, I do want to say a quick thank you to all my channel members and patrons. Guys, thank you so much for all the help. And if you want to help out, if you want to help keep the channel financially sustainable and independent, there are a number of ways that you can help. I have both Patreon and PayPal listed down below. Anything and everything helps, guys. And again, huge thank you to those of you who are already supporting the channel. Now let's talk value. All right, so in my market, this sells for just over 40 US, so just over 30 pounds. And I have no complaints. I think the price is very reasonable if you want a delicious, casual summer sipper, which is what this is. Now keep in mind that my market is particularly cheap. Yours might be more expensive. In fact, it probably is. We're very lucky here in Taiwan. We get excellent prices. But for what I'm paying here, this is a really solid buy. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And obviously, I want to hear from you. Have you tried our Dalwhinnie 15? What are your thoughts on it? You can let me know all of that. All right, that's it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And of course, I want to hear from you. Have you tried the Dalwhinnie 15? What are your thoughts? You can let me know all of that down below. Also down below, you can let me know what you want to see me review down the line, and I'll keep it in mind for my upcoming videos. Bye, guys.